What's up, guys? We're back. Gamer Airlines. Peter, RAMI, and Scoops here. KG had to leave to do something.
Alright, we kick KG off the flight because he's a flat earther.
Yeah, because he's a flat earther.
Yeah, I was gonna lie about it, but that's actually the real reason.
He's gonna hit his face on the flat surface.
We're already crucifying him. It's the crucifixion is happening right now.
Yeah, it's actually going on. We're just kind of.
Alright.
So this
I already
is
said the bonfire.
Scoops. The views have been waiting. I've been waiting. What was the question?
Between the last episode and this episode, I did refresh my memory on what the flat Earth thing was about. It was called David Weiss. That was just the flat Earther guy. I think actually, damn it, let me go back and Flat Earth and the Global Lie. That's what it's called. So no, the outrageous question that I was like, that's kind of a bullshit question to ask just any random person. What's the circumference of the Earth?
Why would I know that?
No one would know that, and his whole point about asking that question is that. Actually, no. Another thing he said before that, but I'll say that after. He said that humans are trusting human beings because he kind of proved it in a way that he would say that he was from like medical school, and he dropped out after like 3 years and took a more natural route, which is just straight from his words. And you'll find out that he actually didn't go to medical school, and people just believed him because he said it. Like, why would you not believe him? Which he does have a point. People are trusting. It's just like, we're listening to you speak. I'm not gonna find bullshit in everything you say. It's probably something true if you talk about yourself.
The thing is though, it's like you have to remember, there's some things called motives. Why would I have a motive to believe you didn't go to medical school? In the same way as, why would I have a motive to believe that NASA is to hide the truth?
Yeah.
Doesn't really make sense. You can make up some bullshit motive, but everything you say isn't really based on facts. It's just based on whatever the fuck.
Personally, I don't really care to make fun of like flat earth people. Y'all can think what y'all want. Whatever's true, it's probably like.
You're wrong, bro. Just remember you're wrong.
I disagree that the Earth is flat. I was just like, bro, you just go around up to people asking the circumference of fucking the Earth, which is like, there's a bunch of things people don't know what they probably should know in your opinion. To like, I can ask, how many fucking feet are in a mile? I wouldn't know that. How many inches are in a mile? I don't even know that. It's just like something that's like basic knowledge isn't like, not everyone just knows it.
Off the top of their head, at least.
Exactly. Like, no one knows the fucking circumference of the Earth. I didn't even remember what the answer was. I just know he had it.
I think it's like 6 million something.
Yeah, it was around there. It was around there.
Actually, that might be radius. I'm not actually sure.
But I do remember like a 6.
It should be in the millions
or whatever.
It should be in the millions, but not any higher. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems so ridiculous to me, like how these people, like some of them even just. I actually remember I read like an interview thing. Like I read like a thing someone said. It's like, even if I stopped believing in the flat Earth, and at this point he's basically admitting that he stopped believing. He was like, I wouldn't be able to come out as a believer in the round Earth because his entire friend group and family would shame the shit out of him. Because so it's like, it's kind of funny. We make fun of these flat earthers and they make fun of us. They probably think we're sheep.
Okay, another thing I was gonna say, he had a conference and a presentation at this conference. It was a flat earther conference. I forgot to talk about that. Well, actually, that's as far as I know. Is that there is a flat earth conference or something like that.
I know about the flat earth conference. You know, Logan Paul came out as like a flat earther or like a potential flat earther.
They might have talked about that, and I may have forgot.
That's so stupid. I think, but I think he might have done it for publicity. I don't know.
That would get your name out there.
Like, Will's kind of dumb, but I don't know if he's that dumb.
Okay, that's low-key big brand to do it as a publicity stunt because people are gonna make fun of you. You're already a big name, so just.
Yeah, but your reputation will be fucking.
Yeah, but there's also like no such thing as like bad publicity, kind of like if you look at like Grand Theft Auto, like advertising and marketing, they are all about any publicity.
So what you're telling me is that Gamer Airlines should become a flat Earth channel.
I can't really say that when we already outed ourselves as not being flat earthers and made fun of them.
These videos haven't been uploaded yet.
Guys, I suddenly
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Oh, guys, you see that? The curve is missing.
Yep, Peter, don't forget to doctor our voices to say that we're in support of flat Earth.
Yeah, I got you, dude. I got you.
We're a fucking airplane.
Yo, I think the Earth might be flat, not gonna cap. Like, do you see that curve, dude, on the horizon?
No, I don't, because I believe in flat Earth.
Exactly.
You fucked up, Ronnie.
I did fuck up, you're right. But yeah, it's flat Earth is dumb.
Rami, you want to jump off the edge of the flat Earth so I can edge guard you, like in real life?
Please, bro, kamikaze me off stage.
I can't wait to kamikaze you off stage.
Okay, on to the other thing you wanted to say, Scoops. Is this something?
We're pretty much just going in circles right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just
please don't one-shot me. Please don't
just
one-shot me.
circumference of the Earth. Yeah, definitely common knowledge.
Yeah, dude, it's actually 3.14159268.
Thanks, David West. I didn't like hearing him talk. He was very kind of nasally voice, in my opinion.
I can imagine.
I'm not gonna. There's nothing you can do about that. It's just like it was kind of hard to hear on a podcast.
It's because he's built different, dude.
He is built different, badly. Also, next topic, which Peter can join in. There's been a couple pictures of or like debate
Twitter
topics.
posts, I guess. Yeah. Hey passengers, so unfortunately the gameplay footage past this point was lost, but we were able to save the audio, so what I decided to do was I went back into the game, recorded some gameplay footage. I start with getting some items in the mines that I had missed before the flame lurker, and then after that I go to the Tower of Latria and record what was lost in the gameplay. So the only thing you guys are missing are the Dragon God, but you guys had mostly seen most of that fight. I shot the 2 ballistas, and then after that I just went up to it and whacked it a couple times. So I'm sorry about this, guys. It won't happen again. At this point I'm recording this audio between parts 21 and 22, and we haven't had any other mishaps. So hopefully a couple of funny things happen in this video, so hopefully you guys like it. And we're back, guys. Sorry about that. The emulator froze at me again. I mean the PS3.
The PS3.
Yeah, the PS3 broke. With
Red Ring of Death.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Red Ring of
quickly
Death.
replace it. You know what I'm saying?
So we were gonna talk about a Twitter
before
post.
Before you got cut off, we were talking about these tweets that are like red pill versus blue pill. There's one. Well, there's 2. There's one for Nintendo Gamecube games, and there's one for Nintendo consoles.
The Gamecube games one is much more interesting because, like, I think they split up the games to like.
They split up a pretty good list of games, but I think we'll talk about the consoles first because it's probably less interesting. But get out of the way faster.
Yeah.
I'll post these post-production, by the way.
Okay.
But, like,
okay.
It seems like what they were trying to do is boomers versus zoomers, like boomer gamers versus
pretty
boomer
much,
gamers.
and then they kind of sprinkle in one new console.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like,
console.
for some reason they decided to throw in the Wii U on the boomer side and the NES on the zoomer side, and it's like, why? Like, why would that tempt people?
Yeah. Okay, so I picked the red pill, and the red pill has the.
Oh, you said
boomer versus zoomer, but like, it's the blue pill has a bunch of classic consoles. I'm personally the red pill that has the NES, the original Nintendo DS, the Wii, and the Switch.
I thought you told me blue pill off cam. I wanted to fight you.
No.
Wait, how do I?
I'm red pill for both. You're
I thought you were blue pill for both. Dude, this is why I wanted to fight you, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
Well, you're still gonna disagree with him on the GameCube games one.
Yeah, that one's. But
that's the one we're different on.
No, but that's acceptable, though. The blue pill on the consoles, bro. Who the fuck's choosing a Wii U over a Switch, bro?
Okay, so the blue pill side has the SNES, the Nintendo 64, the GameCube, and the Wii U.
Okay, yeah, and the red one has the Switch, Wii, the...
Yeah, I already said it.
Oh, you did?
It's literally just old gamers versus new gamers. So, like, if you're an older gamer, you're gonna pick the one with the SNES. And if
No, but it's like, even the blue one, like, it has the GameCube. I'm a big GameCube guy, but, like... Okay, let's assume that the Wii can't play GameCube games for whatever reason. Like...
Yeah, well, I kind of...
They still got re-releases, like Twilight Princess.
Yeah, like Twilight... And Wii games are still, like, very, very good games, in my opinion. They're very well...
You have the Galaxy games.
Like, Nintendo 64...
Mario Kart Wii... You got
on the blue pill side, I think the only things that carry are like maybe some hit games on the Super Nintendo, like the very little. Okay, well, we'll get to the Wii U after, but the Nintendo 64 has some pretty good games. The Nintendo GameCube has some really good games, but
I don't think
Red Pill
64 holds up. Like, even if you say, like, you know, Mario, Mario 64? Like, it hold up against Galaxy 1, 2, and Odyssey. It just doesn't.
Okay, but on the Red Pill side, I say this all the time, I think the DS is like the fucking PS2 of, like, handhelds. There's so many good games on the DS and, like, 3DS, but, like, they don't have 3DS, that's fine. It's still the Nintendo DS, which is, like, fucking... Probably still one of the best-selling, like, handheld consoles. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think NES is doing anything on this side, but the Wii, also a fucking big hit.
NES is the most selling console, I'm pretty sure, in the world.
Yeah, and the Switch is also really good, but what I was gonna fucking bash on the blue pill side is that they have the Wii U, like, damn near every game on the Wii U besides, like, Pikmin 3 is on the Switch as a re-release. It's not like...
3D World. 3D World's a good one.
Oh, 3D World, yeah, 3D World's still on there, but that's like 2 games. It's like fucking 2 games.
But, like, yeah, it's like...
Yeah, it's a really good game. I don't doubt that. It's just like... I don't think these two games can carry a fucking console where they already need as much help as they can get. Because I don't think...
GameCube is the only one there, in my opinion, that, like, holds up. The others do not, in my opinion.
64 has, like, some good games, but not a lot.
I don't think it holds up, though. They're not like unique
I think
enough.
like I can barely name 10 games on Nintendo 64. I'm like,
also,
dude, this is fucking awesome.
GameCube has like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
A lot of the best N64 games were ported over to GameCube, like Ocarina, Majora's.
Really?
Actually, maybe not Majora's, but maybe not Mario 64. So only Ocarina. But Ocarina's, I mean, like, that's some of people's favorite.
Ocarina was like
ever.
the best thing on the Nintendo 64. Yeah. I don't really care about that game, but I know everyone else does.
Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, that's...
Like, the Blue Pill side does, like... There's not a lot going for each individual thing.
Like, okay, the only thing from N64 and GameCube that holds up... Okay, well, first of all, like, N64...
There's a lot that holds up on GameCube.
N64 has Majora's Mask, and, like, those Link games. Zelda games that I can't really remember right now. GameCube has TP, but that's ported. And, what's it called? Wind Waker, which is in the Wii U. But, like, GameCube also has, like, Sunshine, and it has Melee, and it has Double Dash, and it's got, like, the Samus games, and the fucking Luigi's Mansion. It's got a lot of things.
A lot of those are in the other tweet.
Wait, I forget.
I won't talk about those just yet.
That comes later. But I'm just saying, as a whole, like, it holds up as a console. Like,
it doesn't carry in comparison.
I'm not looking at the thing right now. Is GameCube on the boomer side or the zoomer side?
The boomer side.
I
was about to say boomer, yeah. Okay.
GameCube's on blue side. Red Pill still has fucking. Okay, Red Pill has fucking 3 really good consoles.
Like, dude, all of the Red Pill is good. Like, oh, well, here's the thing. Like, yeah, I don't know what the thing on the top left is. I forgot what it's called.
That's an NES.
NES, but I couldn't give a shit, honestly. Having a Wii and a Switch is enough.
No, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that, like, I don't think it has anything. That's
it has no impact. You could just take it off.
There's not a lot of anything that's on that console that's like, bro, I'd rather play this than my entire PS4.
I wouldn't, dude. I literally wouldn't.
What the fuck?
I wouldn't touch it. Okay, I would only be on my Wii and my Switch, and maybe the DS if there's something I'm like interested in. Like, you know, Mario 64 is on the DS, right? So there's not even.
Yeah, there's that too.
Goodbye. Like, you don't need like the 64 anymore.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you say that. You say you wouldn't waste your time with the NES, but, like, older gamers, that's what they grew up on, so, like, they would definitely pick
I feel like even if you're an older gamer, you're kind of a fucking idiot. Like, why would you not want to play, like, Odyssey?
I'm gonna edit that out.
Nah, dude. If you want to play freaking, I don't know, N64, Mario 64...
Okay, Robbie, I don't know how much you played it in Nintendo 64. Like, Nintendo 64 is like second command on this fucking list for Blue.
Yeah.
Because they got fucking all the Banjo-Kazooie games. I know everyone loves those. They got Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is like a really good game. I think I heard some. Oh, okay, Rare. Fucking Rare's carrying the fucking Nintendo 64, and then Nintendo 64 is getting carried by a GameCube. That's what I think.
I guess. I'm not gonna really disagree because I haven't had an N64.
And they got like Pokemon Stadium. I love Pokemon Stadium, but I know you don't play Pokemon.
I don't.
Pokemon Stadium is not Pokemon, like not mainline Pokemon. I mean,
no, it's not mainline Pokemon, but it's still like.
It has the feel
I've heard some really good arguments on like, yo, if you play fucking Gold and Silver and you play like Pokemon Stadium, you have like fucking shitload of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But Red Pill, no contest. Really.
On to the game list.
Okay, yeah, alright, hold on, I'll play a little bit more so
we
can
can talk about
Peter,
this. Blue Pill, I'm sorry, Red Pill, we're all in agreement. Blue Pill,
yeah.
You can eat shit.
All I'm saying though is that if we were older gamers, we would probably pick the other one.
I honestly
we might.
Maybe there's a chance, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like
just for nostalgia's sake.
No, because I know someone who would definitely pick the Blue Pill, like for sure, like like 0 to 10.
All right, but anyway, let's talk about the game one now.
Okay, the GameCube games.
Hello.
I will list off the games right now. For the Red Pill.
We can just show it on the screen. It's okay. Just show it on the screen.
Well, no, I still want Scoops to read it for me because I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for Peter. For the Red Pill, we have Super Smash Bros. Melee, Pokemon Coliseum, Metroid Prime, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Eternal Darkness. I don't know if there's a subtitle. This picture's too blurry. Luigi's Mansion. For the Blue Pill side, we have Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, Tales of Symphonia, Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, Mario Kart Double Dash, Animal Crossing, and Super Mario Sunshine.
Now,
okay, I was kind of divisive, but I eventually picked Red Pill.
Here's the thing. Okay, will you go first?
This is hard.
Yeah,
I think this is a really good, well done list.
This one's really good
because it's like they scattered out like the games that people wouldn't really care about and the ones that they would care about really well. Like
they put at least like 2 or 3 cult classics on both sides.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, you go, Rami.
Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
It's a no-brainer for me on Blue, and I'll explain why. Okay. If I look at Red, we got Melee, we got Coliseum, we got Metroid, we got Fire Emblem, Eternal Darkness, and Luigi's Mansion.
Okay, I think I kind of get where you're going, but
Fire Emblem.
Continue.
Fire Emblem. Don't give a shit about it. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
It's on the list. But it has, and even then, it has no like action. I have no connection to it, so I wouldn't really choose it over the other things. But I'll get to the other things after. Pokemon Coliseum. It's in the same boat. Metroid Prime. Haven't played it yet. That actually looks really, really fun. Metroid Prime. That's like one thing I'm like, okay, high key. This is something.
It's pretty good.
Melee, it was fun. It was fun. I'm not gonna deny it. But in retrospect, I don't really give a shit about Melee. Let's just assume I can't play Smash ever again, right? Like, it's either Melee or nothing. I still wouldn't choose it, because I don't know. I think the other games have a lot of value to them, and I'm not really a big fan of, like, the way Melee plays, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm definitely not, like, a huge fan of Melee. But, yeah, continue.
Eternal Darkness, I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. I still pick Red.
Luigi's Mansion.
We'll get into it.
I played it maybe, like, I've seen it, like, once, so I don't know much about it. It's on my list as well. But, like, Red is a no-brainer because I haven't played any of them. I mean, not choosing Red is a no-brainer because I haven't played, like, any of them. Most of them. And even the ones that I do know about, there's just kind of, it's not enough. Blue, on the other hand, yeah, I got your boy. Double Dash. The greatest GameCube co-op game in existence, if I do say
that's
so.
kind of cap for me.
If I do say so myself. What's better as a co-op game than Double Dash, kid?
A co-op game?
Co-op game. It's got to be like 2-player.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of any guys.
Aha, exactly. Aha.
Honestly, you don't really need co-op.
But
you really don't need co-op, but it's like fun to play together. It's also fun to compete against each other. But I think competing against each other,
co-op
if you look at modern trends,
no, I meant co-op
more
as
popular.
in compete with each other, compete against each other, and compete with each other.
I thought, okay, then that's like fucking
like
so multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
Like literally any versus battle game ever.
No, but like, tell me a GameCube game that's
fucking Melee.
Okay, well, fine, but I'm not a big Melee guy, so it's like.
I know. I'm not a big Melee guy either. I said this, but like, I'd probably rather play Melee than Double Dash.
All right, you're allowed to have that opinion.
I'll say my piece now. This is a really hard choice. Like, I love Path of Radiance, one of my favorite Fire Emblem games, easily.
It's not my favorite. But I love Fire Emblem, so I'll give it.
And I've played Metroid Prime, and I love it. But like, the thing is, those are the only 2 games on that side that I've played and that I like. Well, that I've played. That's the only thing that matters. I haven't.
You haven't played Melee?
Well, alright. I don't really care about Melee.
Alright, fine.
Like, I don't really have a connection to it, so like, it doesn't really matter to me.
I played as a kid.
The other side.
I played as a kid too, but
The other side, what does it have?
That's Paper Mario.
1000 Year Door,
Wind Waker,
Double Dash, Wind Waker,
Sunshine, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I haven't played Animal Crossing before. But I hear a lot of good things about it, so I assume like
I don't think that one's the good one though.
Like
I
don't think that one's the good one.
I love
this is coming from the guy who doesn't like Animal Crossing in general. I don't know how good this one is. I don't think it's really good. I think it's kind of like, I think it suffers from like old game syndrome where it's like fucking harsh as shit.
Old game syndrome.
I love the games on the right list much more than the ones, like, there's just more that I love. Like, it's 2 versus 4, so it's like, it's kind of free for me. But like, I remember we were talking Scoops, and it's like,
okay, before I even say that, Rami, did you finish what you were talking about on the blue side?
Basically, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, greatest single-player RPG of all time. Let's go.
Okay, that's cap as fuck.
Okay, but that game's sick. That game's fucking sick.
That game's sick, yeah.
Zelda Wind Waker, probably one of the best Zelda games of all time. Yeah.
Actually, you got it right.
It's my favorite non-Breath of the Wild one, so yeah.
Easily amazing.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that later in a different video, in a different time.
We can fight you about that at the time. And Sunshine, easily one of the best Mario games of all time.
I haven't played too many Mario games to say where there's the best one. I know it's a really good one.
Some people do not like Sunshine.
I think I know a fucking YouTuber or a guy who fucking plays it every damn summer, which is crazy.
I don't know why. I get why some people don't like Sunshine. Some people don't like that it takes away from the platforming. Like, I'll just fly over this thing and not face any consequences, you know? But like they even
I feel
have.
like that's a complaint more for Odyssey, because I feel like Odyssey you can just get like the whole goddamn level.
Just by like platforming properly.
If you know someone who's like dabbled in speedrunning,
yeah,
they fucking shit on my levels.
I've seen clips, bro, where they just fucking skip the whole level by doing like
It's not even like doing glitches, it's just like fucking just the optimization and movement.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's crazy. Like they just fucking long jump from like point A to point B, and like
just long jump over a fucking ravine is just like damn.
You just skip the whole level.
So me and Peter were talking about it. Basically, the main reason I picked fucking Red over Blue, even though I do like some of these games. I do like Wind Waker. Wind Waker is one of my favorite Zelda games. I would definitely play the Wii U version over the Gamecube, but the Gamecube one is still decent. I do like Sunshine, and I think I haven't played Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, but I've watched enough Let's Plays of that game to know that this game's really well crafted. And I don't really care for Double Dash because it's just not my flavor of Mario Kart. But literally, I think like most of the Red games, they have more replay value overall.
Oh
yeah, right. Yeah, that's one. I don't know if you've thought about that, but like,
I can see
how many times
that. Like I agree with you.
How many times you can't play 1000 Year Door? Yeah.
It's a long ass game and you can play it multiple times. I've played it at least
You can't. Okay, are you gonna like fucking play Paper Mario and be like, damn, I want to do that again, and then start another run right there? No, you wouldn't. You can't do that for Sunshine.
You can't
do that for Wind Waker.
Yeah, you would take a break from it because you took huge amounts of time investment into them. But once you're done, you chill.
Like Mario Kart's I think Mario Kart's the only one that you can like actively grind. And it's probably like a long grind.
And then after that,
even considering
freaking Animal Crossing or whatever the fuck, I don't know.
Animal Crossing is like a daily like it's like a gacha game with no payment. It's just like you just go there, do your shit for like an hour or two, log off.
Even considering that point though, Scoops, I would still pick the one time playing those 4 games on the right side than replaying the ones on the left side.
Fire Emblem for Eternity.
Not even that, but like I haven't played Tales of Symphonia. I think I would really like it. I love Lloyd. I played him in Flash 2. He's a really fun character. But Melee takes at least a fucking 1,000 hours to unlock all the content once, and you still have the rest of the game after that.
Does that actually take 1,000 hours? No way.
It takes a fucking long ass time, bro. You need to do like more than like 10,000 matches.
Oh yeah.
50 hours to fucking get YouTube.
Unlock, I still remember my first unlock. We got like Jigglypuff.
It's like after 1,000 versus matches.
No, it's 100. I was like, what the fuck? There are other characters in this game. I was like,
yeah. It just takes a long time in general to like fucking unlock shit in that game. Pokemon Coliseum is like the big hitter for me because I feel like with Pokemon Coliseum you can replay that game a lot because you can craft your Pokemon is just a really replay friendly game in general because you can just use different Pokemon.
You can build your team differently.
You can build your team differently every time, and that game has a really large pool of interesting Pokemon to use. Because the whole game is all about, hey, remember these like fucking losers in regular Pokemon games? Hey, here's them being useful because they're not surrounded by like other insanely better like Pokemon. It's a really good cast of Pokemon that you probably wouldn't use ever, and some fan favorites.
Here is the count from Melee Battles. Okay, Jiggly 50, Dr. Mario 100, Pichu 200, Falco 300, and it just keeps going up by hundreds. Marth, Youngling, Ganon, Mewtwo, Luigi, Roy, Mr. Game & Watch.
What's the highest one?
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah. 1,000 matches. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, Melee has a ton of replayability value, but like, do I want to play Melee for the end of time?
And then don't even talk to me about unlocking Sonic and Tails, dude. Like, that could take forever. Like,
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta get like 50 fucking kills in Cruel Melee or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get 50 million kills. No, Scoops, I
Um,
showed you that video, like the modded DK. It's like, oh, unlocking Sonic and Melee. And it's like
yeah,
a
it's just a fucking skin.
it's, it's a DK skin that looks like Sonic.
Yeah.
Like anything turbo mode or something, I don't remember.
Okay, but more on like fucking red side. Luigi's Mansion, to be fair, is like the only game you can just play it like one way. Fire Emblem, you can play it. You can play a Fire Emblem game an infinite amount of ways.
Yeah.
You can play it with the fucking losers of the game. You can play it with the fucking winners of the game. You already get some decent stuff from like replaying the game. And they have like difficulty modes. They have different modes, like the way you like level up your characters and grow your characters. That's like interesting and like probably interesting to learn. Metroid Prime is like a speedrunner game. Everybody loves fucking Metroids for like speedruns, so you can possibly learn how to speedrun in that game. Which is why I'm like, oh, red pill all the way, because how many times I gotta play Paper Mario? Is it gonna be different? No, it's not.
I guess, but like, the game still has replayability value in my opinion. Like, if you literally cycle,
like you can like play anything on the blue side, but I feel like most of the time you play that is for nostalgia value as opposed to doing a different experience.
You could play Paper Mario and Zelda, then Sunshine, and it would take you like a freaking year to complete all three. And then by the time
I don't think it'll take you a year.
Okay, not a year. It took me a long ass time to complete those games when I was a kid, though. But like, all in all, like by the time you're done with the games, like you're gonna have burnt so much time. And if you're playing the other three as well, like Mario Kart in the middle and shit, like I don't know, man. I feel like you could wipe away enough time to be like, you know what? I'm gonna replay Zelda or whatever. Like
there's like a lot of all the games on the right or on the left. Excuse me. Pokemon Coliseum is not a short game, really. Metroid is not a short game unless you know what you're doing, which you're trying to make it shorter, but you're gonna be playing it like 50 times. Luigi's Mansion is kind of long.
I get what you're saying, and you're probably right. But like,
I think in the long term, it's probably better.
If I was stuck to play those games for the rest of my life, I'd be miserable no matter which one I picked, honestly. But like, I still I think like, okay, well, how long are we like talking? You know, because I feel like that's a reasonable, like.
I'm not sure. Well,
are we saying
that's what
3 years? 5 years?
This is literally what it is. Just a fucking pill, and just pick these games. And I'm assuming you can only play these games, but I don't know. I'm like, assuming forever.
What if it's just like, okay, 5 years? You know, like I could.
It's still a long ass time.
It is, but I could bear with it. You know what I mean? Like I could bear playing those games only for 5 years. What if it's 1 year? Oh my god, I would take the blue pill in a heartbeat, bro. For 1 year, just play those games.
I still wouldn't pick. I wouldn't pick the blue pill in like any situation. I don't think I would pick it in like any. Yeah, exactly.
Really? Not even like
I don't think like fucking.
You have a
revisiting. Not even a month. A month's a long ass time. For me, I find like any amount of time a long ass time. A minute, that's like a long ass time, bro. If you just sat and stared at a clock for a minute, that's like you can feel how long it is.
I want to fight you right now. You wouldn't choose them for a minute.
I wouldn't choose them at any course of time because I think a replay third playthrough of Coliseum is probably gonna be better than Paper Mario.
Oh, you're not. No. Oh my god! No, Cap. You're Mr. Cap.
Bro.
Now. Change your name.
Like, I've recently played Path 3 and I didn't really enjoy it overall, but I feel like the more I learn about it, I could probably bear with it a lot more.
I want to fucking strangle you right now.
And Melee, not my cup of tea, but imagine if I got good at Melee.
You're not gonna get good at Melee in any period.
Imagine if I got good at Melee.
There's no allotted time period that could be.
Oh yes, there is.
So you can
If you're in the
get
hyperbolic time chamber with a fucking melee disc, bro.
Nah, dude, you're not gonna.
Like I would love to grind the game to see what everyone's all about, because like everybody's talking about the mechanical depth and all that, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, if I had time to grind melee and wanted to play melee, that I'm sure that would probably be a good time. Maybe I can see a different perspective of me hating melee is all about.
I would lose my mind playing melee.
Luigi's Mansion. I'm excited to play that game. I'm gonna play the 3DS port because I'm a fucking crazy guy. But pretty much, yeah. Dude, speedrunning? Dude, I fucking love AGDQ. I would love to see what they fucking do.
AGDQ, not SGDQ?
They have two.
I don't know what AGDQ is.
I think they have two. Or like they have like two events, I think.
What's SGDQ mean?
I'm not sure what it stands for.
Well, wait,
Honestly.
GDQ means the game's done quick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe SDGQ is like spring. And what's the other one?
A.
SDGQ.
So, sorry, people who know what this is, but you know we're idiots. So there you go.
Yes. Yeah. Wait. Now we're trash people.
It's summer. A is.
I also like to apologize for the people, or the melee elitists that fucking hate Rami's guts right now for not picking melee. I also apologize to the 1,000-year door enthusiasts and Animal Crossing people. I feel like I'm pissing off a lot more people.
I'm sorry to older gamers.
A is awesome, by the way. That's what it stands for.
But
yeah, I'm
still not picking blue.
There's way more cult classics on blue than there are on what's
It's called classic, but I feel like they're one trick ponies. You just play the game once, you kind of.
Well, if you have like
you may have seen like everything there is to do besides like maybe a side quest you missed.
If you have a year to play them, it's enough to be a one trick pony. Seriously, I don't need. If I was given a year, I wouldn't even have to consider.
They don't really even talk about there's no like situation given, so like it's just play these games. Like if if you can't play the other games at all.
Okay, let's say the situation is like you're allowed to own these games, you know. But it's like but if you choose to own those games, you're not allowed to own the others, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're allowed to
pick the red every time.
So you're allowed to pick them as much as possible, and you're allowed to play them as much as possible. But like, you're still free to do whatever the fuck you want with your life, you know. Then that makes the choice. That still makes blue easy choice for me, because even if it has less playability value, I'll be able to do whatever I want regardless.
I feel like that kind of takes away the depth of the question, though.
It probably does, but
because like that's a blues escape route. Like if you just don't, because they're grindy like 100-hour RPGs and like shit like that. Like you're not gonna finish Animal Crossing anytime soon. You're supposed to play that game very slowly, and like fast play is like ill-advised. And like literally all those games are like fucking really long.
Why is this ragdoll twerking?
So we'll leave you guys with that. Tell us what you would pick for both of the.
Yeah, tell us what you would pick, bro.
Tell me what you would pick, and tell me why it's the blue pill.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
So are you blue pill too?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you blue pill as well?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So
get these guys out of here.
Scoops, you're a heretic.
This was hot.
I'm not a heretic.
Scoops. Thank you guys for
takes.
watching.
Bro, I'll beat your ass, bro.
Leave a like, comment,
leave
subscribe.
a like if you want to bully Scoops. Leave a dislike if.
Leave a like if you just like the idea of playing Coliseum more than once versus playing Paper Mario once.
Leave a like if you think Scoops is full of shit. That's the best category.
And comment your opinion.
If you actually think Paper Mario is like you can just. I'm gonna kill you. As soon as credits hit, bro, I'm like, I can't wait.
I gotta prevent a murder, guys. I'll see you guys next time.
Alright. Okay. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell.